Hi guys, a Winchester model 37, and it does say that somewhere there between all the rust. Now this poor gun is in a terrible condition. It's pitted badly, rusted all the way down. The funny part is that some of the rust is kind of silver, as if somebody wiped it down with an acid or something at some point. Even over there, very rusty and pitted. The wood looks okay. Even the butt plates in one piece, a bit moldy, but in one piece. The trigger guard looks like it might have been dropped at some point over there. Now the 37 was introduced in 1936, and they made this until 1963, and they made well over 1 million of them. It was then replaced by the 37A, which was just kind of a cheapened version of this gun. So these are Winchester made them in 12, 16, 20 gauge, 28 gauge, as well as 410, which is this example is a 410. And even on the inside of the barrel, or it's all rusty. Anyway, I'm going to take it apart, cook it off, clean up the stock, see what it comes out like. It'll never be the same. The guy doesn't want to spend a lot of money on it, and they're not worth tons of money anyway. So I'm just going to stop the decay, and let's see what it comes out like. Okay, I'm going to start by pulling off the fore end. It's got a single screw, and then that just gives you access to the mechanism, and the barrel still won't come off because that's the lug that swivels on. So we got to pull this off. Okay, with the fore end off, we can now pull this catch off, and I suppose you can do it with the wood in place, but it just puts a lot of tension on that piece of wood because it's on there real tight. There's a spring. It's supposed to have a pin, I think, through that hole. That stops us from escaping. It does not have that pin. And now we should be able to just get the barrel off. There we go. Get the butt plate off so we can get the stock off. Got the stock off. It's got a big flathead machine screw in there. That's the action. Look at the trigger mechanism. So there's cocked, little notch there. Decocked. There's the trigger spring. Riding on that post is the trigger spring, and that side is the that bigger spring there. That's for the takedown lever that sits on that wedge that does that, and then that is the hammer spring, kind of a reverse coil. Very light hammer. Hammer's just that ball. Let's look at that groove that's worn in on the breech face from the ejector. This gun's been very well used. Got the Winchester 37 out of the pot. I did put a pin through there because that plunger and spring went flying when I pulled it off the last time. It's still very tight on there, and I'd probably still remove the wood before I'd pull that out. But at least the pin is taking some of that pressure. All done. So I cooked the metalwork off, and the gun's got this fine pitting because it's really been neglected. The funny thing was that those little pit marks were all like white in color. So I then put 3 rust cycles on it and then cooked it off again, and it came out pitch black. The trigger guard I cooked off, but it just kept that funny brown color. I did bend the trigger guard. It looks like they dropped it on the trigger guard and it had like a flat spot at the bottom. I bent it, just cleaned up the stock, didn't do anything else to the stock, just cleaned it up and then cooked off the screws in the back there, cleaned up the butt plate. Anyway, I hope you found that of interest. Stay safe. We talk again. Cheers.